In today's video, we're going to transform Brookhaven into a digital circus. I'm going to add all the characters, completely change the structures, and create CircusHaven, the first Brookhaven of the amazing digital circus. And guys, before I can create Brookhaven for you, first I need to show you what exactly is this digital circus. And guys, digital circus is nothing more than this video here, which has about 70 million views. And this video tells the story of this girl here, who basically is a human who got trapped inside a game. And yes, this video is much more scary and bizarre than it seems. But now that you know what I'm talking about, we can start creating our map. And okay, now that we're already here inside the Roblox studio, the first thing I'm going to do is come here to the search bar and search for circus, which is basically what we need. And here, as you can see, we have several circus items here. But what interests us most is these first ones here, because if you look closely, these items are basically from digital circus, which is exactly the theme we're doing. And then to put our circus, I'm basically going to exclude this restaurant from Brookhaven. And basically I'm going to put this tent right here in the middle because it's very similar to the one from Digital Circus. But again, it has to be much bigger because it's still too small this way. Now it's just a matter of positioning it right here in the middle. And like this. I don't know if it's very good, but I think it's worth it. Okay, now that I've placed this tent, I'm going to modify the lobby because it's the first place we're going to see as soon as we enter this map. And of course, I'll need to exclude some items here, like for example, the Brookhaven fountain itself. I'm also going to exclude all these plant pots that are here in the lobby because they definitely won't be needed for our circus. And let's give the floor a good wipe so no one slips. And here in this lobby, I'm going to put some of these boxes that are very common in Digital Circus, and I'm not kidding. Look at the number of these colored boxes here behind. So I'm going to take these boxes and I'm going to duplicate them to put several of them here in our lobby. And okay, now that we've placed all these boxes here, I can modify the floor of our lobby because it's too ugly this way. I'm going to select all these blocks with this very ugly color that is the green in this strange tone, and I'm going to paint them black because this really looks a lot like a circus floor. And okay, now that the floor of our lobby is painted, I'm going to modify the texture here to look like a floor, not concrete or a pile of bricks. Okay, that's exactly how I wanted it to look. Now that the lobby is almost finished, I'm going to put a character here in the middle, and it's going to be 𝐂𝐤𝐤, who basically is this crazy character here who is a mouth with eyes. Unfortunately, if I search for 𝐂𝐤𝐤 in our Roblox studio, you can see that he doesn't exist here. So to solve this problem, I'll need first this character here who has a red suit that looks like that wizard. Now I'll need this item here that is basically a denture. I'm going to paint it in this pink color here to look like gums. And I'll put a blue eye and a green eye in this mouth. And in addition to all these items, I'm also going to put this hat here on top of his head, like the video. Now it's just a matter of selecting all these items here, decreasing the size of this big head, and put this pink denture on top of this body. And okay, it even looks a lot like 𝐂𝐤𝐤, but there's still one item missing from him, which is basically this staff here that I'm going to put exactly in his hand. And always with 𝐂𝐤𝐤, there's this ball called Bubble, which is kind of weird, so it's only fair that Bubble stays with 𝐂𝐤𝐤 here at Brookhaven. And yes, I know this is a Mario enemy, but it's super similar to Bubble. Okay, another thing that exists in Circus Digital is nothing more than an amusement park, so we can choose one of the parks that are available in the Roblox studio to put in our Brookhaven. However, before we can place the park, we need to free up some space because our Brookhaven is full of structures. One of the things we will need to delete is the Brookhaven Hospital, as no one needs a hospital in the digital circus. We can simply delete the hospital completely, which will also remove a good part of the streets of Brookhaven. Once we have cleared the space, we can place the amusement park. The amusement park is a bit larger than we expected, so we will need to shrink it slightly to fit in the space. In front of the amusement park, we will place Jax, a purple rabbit character. We will also place Zobel, a strange monster character, next to Jax. Another feature of the digital circus is a slide with a lake. Fortunately, Brookhaven has a small lake with a similar boat. The only thing left to do is to place the slide. We will choose a red slide that looks similar to the one in the digital circus. We will need to rotate the slide so that the stairs are on the side of the street. And now I'm going to put a castle tower right here and increase the size of the tower a lot to match exactly the Circus Digital. Guys, this part of the slide really looks a lot like the original map. Okay, now we need to put a stage here for our characters to perform on. And the chosen location will be right here next to the tent. I'm going to exclude these bushes in front of us and put this stage in the middle. Actually, I'm going to put the stage in the middle of the street, and no cars are going to pass here anyway. And besides that, I also need to remove this wall from here, and this black wall. And now that we have a stage here, I'm going to put two new characters, which are basically Kinder and Gangle. Haha, what weird names. Ha! But unfortunately, like the other characters, most of them aren't here in the Roblox studio. So to create 𝐂𝐥𝐤, I'm going to need a chess piece here, and I'm also going to need this king's robe here. And I know it's not exactly the same as 𝐂𝐥𝐤's, but it's pretty nice. So we turn it this way, and fit it here on our chess piece. Now I can put these two eyes right here on the face of our chess piece. Yes, they will be very cross-eyed like this to look exactly like 𝐂𝐥𝐤. To finish him off, I'll need these two white little hands that look like gloves. I'll increase their size, and just put each one on one side to look like his hand. And I think our 𝐂𝐥𝐤 even looks pretty decent, really looks like the one in the video. And now to make 𝐂𝐥𝐤, I need this theater mask. And yes, unfortunately this mask here is not crying like 𝐂𝐥𝐤, but it will have to do. Now we take this red ribbon here, increase its size, and stretch it up like this. We will be able to form the body of our 𝐂𝐥𝐤. And using the same ribbon, I will create 𝐂𝐥𝐤's arms and legs. I just need to make this spring a little smaller and thinner. I'll use two of these here to make the arms, and two of these to make the legs. Incredibly, this thing turned out much better than I was expecting. And okay, with all the modifications we made, we only need to put 3 characters. 𝐂𝐤𝐤, which is this clown here, 𝐂𝐥𝐤𝐜, which is this rag doll, and this weird monster that looks like it came out of the doors. Yes, inside the Roblox studio, there aren't exactly these characters. 𝐂𝐤𝐤 at least has this avatar here that is quite cute, and this plushie that is also very cute. But 𝐂𝐿𝐵𝐻 doesn't exist inside the Roblox studio. Unfortunately, the only dolls that look like 𝐂𝐿𝐵𝐻 are Circus Baby or Poppy from Poppy Playtime. But for the circus theme, I'll go with Circus Baby. So we're going to put our 𝐂𝐤𝐤 and our Circus Baby right here at the entrance of the tent. And behind them here in the tent, I'm going to put the scariest monster of all, which is basically, this guy here. To try to make him a little more scary, I'll put him right here in the middle, and I'll increase his size gigantically, in addition to putting him as if he were looking out of the tent like this. Although it's pretty hard to be scared of this here, but it's what we have for today. Now all that's left is for us to put the exit door, which according to this friend here is basically just a hallucination. And here in the middle I'm going to put nothing more and nothing less than a hole that is basically the entrance to the nest for a bizarre giant worm. And now that I've modified the map quite a bit, I'm going to enter Brookhaven to see if all the modifications are working as they should. And guys, I'm finally here inside our... What happened, bro? I was blown up. Basically, we're finally here inside our CIRCUSHAVEN. And look, that monster over there is attacking me. He threw a brick of fire? Is that what it was? Look, a brick of fire. He blew me up again. Man, that's weird. I knew that guy was a bit of a bad guy, but I didn't know he was that bad, bro. So I better get away from him or he'll blow me up again. And speaking of bad things, we have our big villain here, who is basically a glitch, like a bug, you know. Coming over here, you can see that we have our theater here along with the giant hole that I decided to put in this location because I think it looks better. And well, here inside our theater, we basically have 𝐂𝐥𝐤 and 𝐂𝐥𝐤, the 2 characters that I created here. They turned out to be very well done, to be honest. Why did I get 𝐂𝐥𝐤's tape? What is this? Well, I guess I'm part of the family now because honestly, I look a lot like him. And guys, 𝐂𝐥𝐤 was really one of the ones that turned out the best. Look how cool. He's exactly the same as in the video. And okay, now coming to the amusement park, we have our Jax here who, he has this sly look. Look at his face. How weird. And here next to him, we have this weird monster lying on the ground. I think he was attacked again by those 𝐂𝐥𝐤ers. I don't know what that creature's name is. And well, here inside our park, we basically have a pretty normal amusement park. There are rides that spin and stuff. There's a carousel with some horses that shine too much. What is that? Are they made of pure light? And supposedly there was supposed to be a train here, but I'm not seeing where the train is from here. And here on the beach, I think this is our last major modification, which is basically this giant red slide. And of course I want to go down it, so I'm going to climb these giant stairs here to the top. And okay, finally I reached the top of many stairs. I managed to get up here and now we have to get our float and open the way, I think. Bro, look how cool. It's really a pretty cool and pretty big slide. Oh my god, what is that? I'm falling out of the slide? Bro, let's go. Let's go down this slide. Oh my god, I flew away. So guys, the video is ending here. But don't be sad, because there's another super cool video for you to watch on the screen. Thank you very much everyone who watched the video until the end. See you in the next video. Bye!